Hey guys, it's George. I'm back with a brand new episode of D-Runk Comics, and today got a whole bunch of new comic book day shit for you guys to check out. Got a slab book and some other recent pickups. Stay tuned after the intro to see what I got. Alright guys, welcome back. I'm sure you guys are probably surprised to see me so soon after the thrashing that Bear Island Comics gave me yesterday on his little unboxing video. But I'm one of them, get back up on the horse type of motherfuckers, and I don't care. I'll ride that sucker right into the glue factory. I'm back. Let's do this. So the first book I got for you today is I got this Lois Lane Superman whatnot. And yeah, pretty cool looking book. I actually picked this one up for Comic Head. He's been collecting a lot of these Lois Lane comic books lately, just because it's fun to see Superman being such a dick on the cover. It's pretty interesting. And if you look at the image that I have of the book next to me here, and then you look at the actual book, you'll see that Superman has got a little more wear and tear than he does when I initially took the picture. And that is because, I read the book, and then I had a little tape accident when I tried to put it back in the banging board. Thankfully, this was not like a 9/8 candidate or anything when I was doing that. And you all know that Comic Head is not opposed to a little tape on his comic books from time to time. So I'm sure he'll be okay, and he's getting this one for free. So I think we're going to be good. All right, next on the docket. And what if the Age of Apocalypse had not ended? Really cool story. I really like the Age of Apocalypse storyline, as I say a lot here. And this one is just a lot of fun. Eventually Galactus shows up and, tries to munch on planet Earth. And the X-Men get in the way of that. And it was a pretty cool book. And the art inside this book, and the cover, it's not that great, but the art inside the book is actually amazing. It looks a lot like a lot of paint was done on this one. So really cool book here. Definitely a fun read. And that's what I love about What If books, man. It's just like a one-issue read, and it's just a different little story. So a lot of fun on that one. All right, next we had Event Leviathan. And I did not read this one yet because I bought so many comic books that it wouldn't be possible for me to read them all in one day. But I'm going on a little road trip here over the weekend, and I'm sure I'll find some time to get caught up on some of these books that I haven't read. Then I got this one right here. We got a Justice League Odyssey number 10, strictly a cover buy on this one. But yeah, Jessica Cruz, cool character, cool book. File that one. Another one of them cover reads. I don't read the cover. Cover buys. Wonder Woman 72. Another, really, really awesome cover, and, hey, if any of these cover buys that I'm talking about here are like really good reads, let me know in the comments below and I'll check it out. But yeah, I'm kind of into buying covers. Almost lost a book there. All right. And then this one is just an amazing cover buy. We got Catwoman number 12. And she's in that old school costume. And yeah, just a beautiful cover there. I can see why Batman is so into Catwoman. I'd forgive her her criminal past as well. We got Detective Comics 1005. Confession to make here. I haven't read Detective 1000 or any of the issues after that. And no real good reason for that yet. I planning to catch up on it. I've been buying them all. And once again, the little road trip I got over the weekend here might be a good opportunity for me to catch up on some of this stuff. So cool looking cover though. I'm really digging that. So all right, what do we got next? Here we got True Believers Amazing Spider-Man versus Hulk. Really fun story, and a story I don't remember. For all the 90s books that I bought with Spider-Man in it, in this book, he's got like new powers and stuff. Like uppercuts the Hulk into space, which that's that's some Superman level strength right there. So, and then he jumps into space to retrieve him, which is just insane. So, yeah, really fun story to read though. McFarlane cover, you gotta love that. All right, here we got Superman number 12. Picked up the A cover on this one. And this is actually one of the better issues of the Bendis Superman run that I've been able to read so far. It leaves you on a really cool cliffhanger and leaves you wanting more. It was really well done. And it's something I haven't talked about at all in this, but if you look at that Lois Lane comic book one more time, back in the day, they used to have a lot of word bubbles on the front covers, and a lot of the Superman A, at least the cover A books, have been having that dialogue on the front cover, which is kind of an interesting throwback. So a really cool read actually. There's been a couple other good reads from since Bendis took over, but he hasn't been able to string them together to make a really good story that I'd want to read again in the future. And I'm one of those guys, I like to go back and read a comic book, and we'll see. Maybe this one can turn the tide, so to speak. And that book actually leads into Supergirl number 31 here. And this book is actually terrible in my opinion. For more than half the book, it's just recapping what happened in this book. And it's just showing it with a different artist and a little bit of different added dialogue, but nothing at all that really, I could have skipped this one and I knew what was happening. Other than the last page, and the last page wasn't like special or anything. So Supergirl 31, it's okay. Ooh, what do we got next? All right, we got The Flash number 72. This is continuing that year one storyline of The Flash, which is a lot of fun. I didn't know, I don't want to say that. I didn't like the first two issues, but I can see where it's headed, and it's building. And this issue I thought was a lot better than the last two, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading the next one on that. When you're talking about like a 6-issue story or a 12-issue story, whatever, I don't like to grade individual issues. I will give it a fair shot if it's a character I care about, and I really love The Flash. So, cool book. Definitely going to read the next one. Speaking of the next one, here I've got Symbiote Spider-Man number 3. And I enjoyed this story a lot. I was just talking to another dude who said he thinks that Symbiote Spider-Man is trash, but I've been enjoying it so far, and I thought it was a good read. And as an added bonus, here's the digital code to download this book yourself on the Marvel Comics app. So if you have an Android, just download that Marvel app. If you have iOS, you have to go to the web browser and go to the Marvel, subscription, whatever. But free digital download for Symbiote Spider-Man number 3. Really cool book. Now, the next book I got was Symbiote Spider-Man number 3. Oh, I just showed that one. Or did I? I did. But this was a hidden variant. And the difference here, there we go, is the title has blood spatter on the S and the N, which is kind of cool. The hidden variants are always a lot of fun to collect. Fortunately, I got one, but that's because there was actually a lot of them available. They didn't really, it wasn't scarce like some of the other hidden variants have been over the years. So I got that one as well. Next book I picked up, The Batman Who Laughs, issue number 6 out of 7. So there's one more book in this story coming up here. And yeah, man, it's a good read. I'm looking forward to the next issue here. It leaves you in a good cliffhanger, and you really, I don't want to talk about it too much because, some people may be waiting to read theirs and whatnot, but a lot of fun. I've been really digging it. And, sometimes, with Scott Snyder, I like Scott Snyder a lot, but sometimes, there's just a lot of dialogue to read in the book. But this one, it was just well done. Every word helped set the pace of the story. So enjoyed that one a lot. really glad I liked it because I actually bought the A and the B cover for that one. And the B cover is just amazing in my opinion. Really digging that. You guys got to read that book. Another public service announcement. I like to say this to people. Like this has got like more of a glossy, hard cover to it. If this is anything that you were ever going to submit to CGC, you got to wipe this sucker down, man. It's got your fingerprints on it if you read it. So definitely make sure to, maybe give it the white glove treatment, so to speak. All right. And the other thing I picked up at the comic shop was this Stanley Art Germ poster portfolio, which really, really cool. I like my cover buys, and this is just featuring like all the cover buys. And, this is one of my favorite covers over the last year. That's Supergirl. Can I get to it? The hell is going on here? There we go. That Supergirl animated series one right there. That's pretty cool. But man, I don't know. It's just a really cool thing to feature, and it's all in here in this one book. Kind of see the back of the book. It just shows off all the covers that it's featuring here, and yeah, it's actually made as a poster thing where you can like detach the posters and hang them up on your wall and whatnot. And that's if you don't wind up getting the pages stuck together. Huh? Oh. All right, and then the last thing, you guys, I drink a lot, man. I don't know what's going on here sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that I unboxed this on someone else's channel, but I wanted to show it off on my channel, and I got Action Comics number 485, the Whitman Jewelers variant, and Neil Adams cover here, and just one of the more classic Superman images of him breaking out of those chains, and it's a 5.0 with white pages, and it presents so much better on the front cover than that 5.0. The problem here with this one is there was, where is that at? There's like a little bit of a tear in here. You won't be able to see it with all the glare, but yeah, guys, just, I got this from JB at Discovery Bay Comics, and and a little YouTube auction win off of him. So yeah, man, just an amazing cover. I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. And yeah, guys, that's really all I got. I'm gonna have some more stuff coming in tomorrow, a couple more slabs, and a couple of that very trendy that SpiderMan booth unboxings to do. So not that anyone ever wins anything good off of those, but yeah, that's all I got, guys. My name is George. This is D-Runk Comics. I'm out.